Let's see how this works out. Oof, I think I forgot my slippers downstairs. Oh well. It's gonna be a pretty chill stream. I got the in-laws over. They're watching they're chit-chatting downstairs. The baby's asleep. So we'll see how much time I have here. But right now we're starting out with actually disassembling some old mice that I don't think I will start desoldering on this stream. I think I will, well, hello, that's like the fastest chat message we've had. Base sanding, yay. Yeah, I don't think the sander's gonna be out in this stream, my ink, if I'm being honest. I have a ton of stuff to prep, so like the mice in the thumbnail are all ones that I'm gonna prep. And by prep, it's disassembling, taking off skates, you know. But first, I want to use this bin to carry the mice. So I have long needed to clean these up. So. But I got a whole list of, oh wait, what is this thing? Wait, what is this? Oh, it's just a ball of fuzz. Oh, darn, I thought it was like gonna be like a spider egg sac or something. Probably not the smartest thing for me to like poke at it. Through hole PCB, these are older than us. Yeah, these are some really old mice right here. I mean, these are ball mice. I wonder if there's like I don't know, I throw out all these balls and they're like nice. They're weighted. Are they metal? Wait, should we find out? There's definitely a core to it. My blade seems to have stopped. The rubber on them is softer than I thought. I've never cut apart a ball mouse before. A mouse ball. It is metal! Look at that. Okay. Do you guys know that? Look at that. Do I have a magnet to show you guys? Well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it. Let's cut apart another one, because why not? My blade went through this, like, really... It cuts, like, that rubber cuts really nicely. Look at how nice... Whatever, I'm weird. Oh, this one too cuts nicely. This one, the ball seems bigger. Oh. Yeah, okay, see, this is like... Oh, it's like one of those little popper dome things, you know? Isn't that fun? I don't know what to do. I could do with these. I don't know. I feel like with a baby around there, a choking hazard, so I'm just gonna throw them out. Throw it at the window to test. Look at this. I don't know how to tell you guys that these are steel, so I'm gonna throw it at a window and see if the window breaks. Cybertruck style. You want to see how you rapidly desolder something? Oh man, fail. These are on there good. I don't want to like poke myself, you know? Okay. I guess we'll cut it. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm too weak. Yeah, I have just a whole bunch of old, like, junk mice here that I got. I don't even know where I got all these from. But sometimes the switches are fun to have around. These kale switches, these black shell, like, transparent dot kales are actually decent switches. They kind of feel like an Omron mechanical. And then I'll usually save the screws, too, because why not? Yeah, like here's a couple more kales. The font on the one kale is like weird. I don't know really how else to describe it. It does feel weird throwing these away. I feel like I should be recycling or something. Ugh, we gotta switch bits for this one. Lame. I'm bummed though. My package that I'm getting from Boardsy isn't arriving till Monday. I was hoping it would arrive today. I was like, man, if it came on the weekend, I could live stream like a unboxing. Because it's 10 mice, so... And it's some stuff that I have used before. Like, for example, ATK A9 Ultimate. I've used at Daz's, and I have an ATK A9. So, like, that's not going to be anything revolutionary. Am I just going to break this? Yeah. But, like, the... Oh, I've never seen these. What are these? These are zippies? Wait, what? Oh, these are weird switches. Man, now I really want to open up this mouse. I don't really know how, though. Oh, there's screws at the front. Weird. Okay. Bizarre. Harvesting switches, Mr. Okale? Yes, I am. Pretty much. I will be... I was hoping to finish this, like, relatively quick. Oh, those screws are maybe for the PCB. Save the ball mice in a museum. No. They're e-waste. They're not museum material. Maybe it's under the skate here? Are these skates even going to be removable? Yeah, okay, cool. There are. Neato. Yeah, I want to clean up. I got like 5 more mice here to do, and then I will switch into taking apart the mice that I want to base sand. I got a whole list on my phone. There's probably like, I don't know, 15, 20 mice that I would like to base sand. Yep, okay, screws under the feet. Oh, that's hilarious. The skate flew up into my fan, and the fan, like, chopped it up, and it made a funny sound. That was really funny. What? There we go, right? Yes, there we go. Look at that, chat. I have never seen on an Office mouse them using mini micro switches. Unfortunately, I think the one is like toasted. Wow, weird. All right. They're zippies too. G-Wolves uses zippy switches in their mice. They're nice. They're quite nice. I think their more recent stuff, like the SPDT stuff, is Huano, I think. Oh, this one uses an optical sensor too. Boom. Anyone recognize this? I feel like I've seen this type of mouse around before. This Dell mouse. Yeah, this is the Logitech OEM one. The like carriage mechanism here, that's a Logitech thing. Ugh, yeah, this is a Logitech, I know that that's an Avago sensor that I've seen Logitech use before. And usually these screws are beneath the sticker. Yep. You guys see that little circle there? That's where the screw is. Yeah, some mice would come with weights installed in them. Nice, this one has a couple resistors. Very clean PCB on this. And the little resistors might be useful. The color banding on resistors notes their resistance. That's pretty much all I know. Yeah, there's probably some craft you can do out there for mouse balls. Like, I don't know, like oh, is this not top chat, live chat? There we go. Harvesting stuff. How come biohazard? Harvesting stuff from e-waste mice is a good way to practice soldering. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I was hanging on to these in the event that Daz wanted to try soldering, but I don't think, no fault of his own, I just don't think he's interested, which is totally valid. Okay, this is a wireless one, so maybe it has a stupid, and it's not rechargeable, so this uses a battery. But how do we get to the battery? It's not a bottom battery. Wow, that's kind of difficult to get to. They say pull back on this, okay. Oh yeah, look at the battery acid on it, huh? This is using zippy switches too. Are they good ones? They feel like they could be good. Sure, I'll grab those. Yeah, I'm not gonna desolder on this stream though. That would be the entire stream, and that's not what I want the focus to be. I just need to, this bin of mice, I think it's off camera, but it's been sitting in my room for months now, and I just need to get around to it. I suppose maybe I shouldn't have started the live stream with this. I should have maybe done this off stream and then just hit live once I'm ready to start prepping for base sanding. And it's prep for base sanding too, guys. It's not, I'm not actually going to be base sanding this stream, I don't think. Soon though. I don't know why you guys are so interested in the base sanding too. I don't really think it's that. Oh, are there screws under this side? Ha. It's also nice just like manhandling these and not really caring about breaking them. I do have like all the mice in the thumbnail. Can you guys identify all of them? I'm gonna base sand all of them except for the ATK Z1. That's the orange one. But you'll get a shout out if you can identify all the mice in the thumbnail. I don't really know how to. Is there a way to? You used to be able to check the thumbnail. You like right click on the video and click. Oh, is this a tube? Oh. JST 1.0 2-pin connector. I will keep that. That is potentially useful. Yes. Oh, a second one? Are these zippy switches worth it? They're rather light. This one's kind of messed up. I think I'm just gonna... You know what? No, maybe this is a better opportunity. Cover's kind of hard to get off. Hey, no battery acid on this one, though. I also got in the mail today, I thought I bought a really cheap, for like $22 plus shipping. I got a Pulsar X3 Crazy Light, or so I thought it was a Crazy Light. It arrived today, and it is not a Crazy Light. It's just a normal X3. And I was like, oh dang, was the listing wrong? And I go back and I look at the listing, and it's very clearly a non-Crazy Light. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a noob. Weirdly, I was holding the shape, and I normally hate it, but I don't know. I have been liking ergos at work recently. This is a size 2. Kind of wish it was... Is the camera still running, by the way? Oh. I wonder if my camera died. I don't know if the camera might die here. Oh, yeah, I think my camera died. Okay, well, it is... Can I reboot it? Okay, it's rebooting. Alright, well, I apologize. It's okay, you guys aren't missing out on too much. Alright, well, the mice in the thumbnail. I don't even care, I'm just gonna break this. The mice in the thumbnail are ATK Z1 is the orange one. It's a Ergo. I'm not gonna mod it because off topic, but is your M800 Mini Pro also creaky? Rip camera. Did I manage to mess something up when opening it? No, mine's solid, dude. The only problem I have with mine, and the reason I don't use it more, is I get wireless interference with it at work. And on Vine, I got like a bigger... Oh, nice ribbon cable with this will be nice to keep. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I will keep that ribbon cable. And the whole wireless interference thing just has me a little bit sketched out, like... Am I going to be running into issues at home too? Oh, look at this thing. That's nasty. Look at this little wheel too. Yeah, the camera is rebooting. Should only be another minute, then it's back up. Look at that, a PTFE skate. Actually decently thick. That's the thickest skate we've seen yet. Oh, that's funny. The skate still had the plastic wrap on them. Oh, the whole mouse still has the plastic wrap on it. Look at that. But then the top is like pooped on. Oh, you guys can't see this. But the mice in the thumbnail were, the green is obviously Kaisona Jupiter. I have the Royal Kludge MG5 there, the Save the Ocean Whales. Oh, Nova sees a doggy. There she goes. Sorry. Anyway, we have the Kaisona Jupiter, also the Tozo Lion Green version. And then we have the Robot ML901. There we go, camera starting back up. Unless, does it want me to do Newport? Nope, okay, good. Nova angry, yeah. She saw there was a husky outside getting mail near the mailbox. What a wild life. Oh, look at that PCB, huh? Weird. More 2-pin switches. Super duper low profile. These are actually really clicky. I like those. I will, what an interesting design, yeah. All black PCB is going to have all the components on the underside. Interesting. Yeah, those little switches are nice to have. They're Huanos. But they're labeled Huano on the side. Weird. Look at that. Where's the sensor? That's the sensor? Oh my gosh. Wait, this is the lens right here, chat. That was the lens. Yo, talk about far forward sensor position. Oh my goodness. That's a... G-Wolves ain't got shit on this, bro. Look at the controller too. Oh, it's a Nordic NRF P24LE1G. Interesting. Teeny tiny little wheel too. Alright, well. I don't think we have... Do we have any branding on the sensor? There is a number on it. I don't know if... Will this actually come through better on the camera than it does in person? I don't know. Whatever. I don't actually care that much. My M800 almost feels like it has negative acceleration at times. Could it be interference or am I tripping? Oh... I'm pretty sure that's an interference, dude. That's what I experience at work. At home, it seems to be fine. But yes, it'll just like randomly slow down. Yes. Damn, dude. I don't know, man. Maybe you can investigate it further. I always just chalked it up to interference, but I honestly have not done a ton of... I am live right now, but I don't have to be. Why, what's up? Hang on, guys. I'm back. I apologize for that. Okay. I don't know. We're going to take apart 2 trackball mice. Like, what are these even? The skates on this? These aren't skates. These are rubber. Like, rubber feet. I wonder if I should be keeping these and they'd be useful for, like, putting on the back of a keyboard or something. If it is interference, then it's the worst I've had on any mouse. It's the only mouse currently plugged in, and there's usually at least 2 other dongles next to them. Maybe it's not interference. That's always what I thought it was. Because then I would come home and I'd use it at home and it would be fine. You know, this might not even be worth taking apart. We're gonna take a look at one of them. I have two of them here, and then we're done. Have you used the M900? Yes, I have different ones. I have the M900 Mini. I have the M900 Pro V1, like the Year of the Dragon Chinese New Year edition. And I have the M900 V2. They're like decent mice. I don't know. It's weird. They're like a modern deluxe mouse that I'm not absolutely in love with. They have the typical deluxe skates that are like big, but like kind of thin, and they show the skiving marks. I don't know. Nobody else uses deluxe skates other than deluxe. How bad is it? The uncoated one. Which one? They all have a coating. Every M900 I've used has had a coating, so I don't know, dude. The Year of the Dragon one I had a really nice, like, kind of like a Wise Owl coating. This is an Elecom mouse, by the way. Japanese manufacturer. Oh, we have one more screw right here. The M900 V2 is kind of that. I have the metallic red one. So that has a coating too. It's like that kind of slippery glossy that a lot of metallic mice have. Is there any screws under here? That's how I check for screws. I just kind of rub my screwdriver and see if it falls into any holes. There we go. Okay, I probably broke something there, but who cares? Hey, ribbon cables! We can use those. Yeah, here's a metallic ball. Look at that. That's a fun little toy. Are these screws useful? I wonder if these screws would be useful. Oh, is that a doggy I hear? Yeah, she's chewing on her bone. Isn't the trackball mouse worth reselling? I don't have dongles for any of these. Also, probably not. I don't know. Look this up. It's a Elecom Deft M-DT2DR. Japan design. It feels cheap. Maybe I should have looked into it, but too late. Here I am. Armor on switches. The ribbon cables might come in handy. Did I break it already? I ripped off the feet, so who cares? And yeah, did I break that? I might have broken that part. Look at that. 3320 sensor. Weird. So guys, they literally just use an optical sensor, but it points at the ball. And then here's an illumination LED, I assume. That's kind of fun. 3320, if I recall, is not... I mean, by like modern standards, it's not a good sensor. But if I recall, it's actually a decently... I think it's actually a decent sensor. Look at the little sensor lens they use. Adorable. I don't know if these screws are anything worthwhile, too. You know, I will take them out. I sometimes like to collect the screws if they are the type that other mice would use. I have a little bin of miscellaneous screws, and it saves my bacon like every week. To be fair, almost all ergo-type office mice feel really cheap, but are sold for a premium. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you guys can look it up. It's a Elecom Deft, but I don't have dongles, so it would have to be like... First of all, hunting down a dongle. Mice that are worth any decent amount of money, dongles are usually a little bit of money. So, for example, G-Pro X Superlight dongles, like $30. I actually have a whole bin full. I have so many mice to refurb, you guys, but I mainly focus my time on the more enthusiast stuff and modding. But, like, I honestly could just do refurb streams. I think it's less relatable, so it's not as interesting. Right about now, I wish I had a little electric screwdriver. I actually do have one, but by the time I get it out, I'm going to be done with these. Reddit says it's Just worth $50. Yeah, okay, so, and then a dongle is, I'm gonna have to hunt down a dongle, and I'd have to test these too. These are store returns, so there's probably something wrong with them. Oh, that capacitor came out. Okay. Look at a little scroll wheel on the side, isn't that fun? Yeah, the X-Lite, or the X3 is a very much forgotten about Pulsar release. Rightfully so. It's not very good. It's kind of an awkward shape. It's like a worse G703. But the clicks in the copy I had and the copy that Daz had were just terrible. Just dull, not a lot of travel. Oh, they were bad, dude. My copy, left mouse, actually feels pretty good. It's still, the travel still feels a little short. Where does this come out? There's something at the front holding it in. Okay, why they use Kale Go on that X3. Oh, they're using Kale Go's? I can see it, dude. Oh my gosh, that's why they feel like such crap. That means I can't solder them. Oh my gosh, the left mouse in particular. There's like not a lot of travel and not a lot of tactility. It's just... And there's not like spring back to push back and help you reset. And then I always criticize them where they have this... There's this big gap behind the scroll wheel. It just looks cheap. But then it's like a shame. They have a really good coating. They got like decent skates. You know, the shape's not for me. It's like a very... It wants you to keep your thumb like this. It really wants you to grip like this. Like a very straight palm, which to me just feels weird. Like my hands are too big for this, even this with the size 2 mouse. Yeah. Whatever. I ended up getting it after shipping and taxes. It was like $31. They said it has, the dongle isn't working. I don't know what that means. I'm guessing it just means it's not paired. And I do have a replacement 4K dongle that I don't need. Alright, I think I'm just going to rip this out and break it. I don't really care. I don't really know what it's connected to. I don't really care to find out. Cool. Is anything good on this PCB? Just like manhandling it. Teeny tiny little scroll wheel. Teeny tiny little encoder. Encoder actually feels nice, but I'm on mechanical 10 million switch. Ribbon cable is probably the most useful thing, though it's probably too many wires. Most ribbon cables on mice are like 2, 4. No, they're usually like 4 or 6 pin, I would have to say. Whatever. Alright. I don't think I'm going to open the other one. All I'm really getting out of it are some ribbon cables and Omron micro switches I really don't care about. I can get them for like 5 cents a piece from AliExpress with coins. Nova's sleeping though. We did a really good play session today, and now she is all curled up. Does my phone have 9% battery? Here you go. Look at that sweet baby girl. Yeah. What a good dog. Could the smaller encoder go in a cone pure air? I don't know. The encoder, it's one of the ones that has, here. It has, like, wire leads. It doesn't have the, like, hold down tabs for... It doesn't have the hold down tabs for PCB mounting. Okay, well. And then here's all the dongles to all these mice. Maybe I did actually have the Elecom dongle. I'd have to test it though. Microsoft, unbranded, Microsoft, unbranded, 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 unbranded. Yep, not worth my time. I don't know. If one of you guys wants it, I'll ship it to you if you pay shipping. I don't want it. The battery door is all corroded too. But otherwise, I'm just going to throw it out. Seriously, DM me or message or something if you want it. I'm literally putting it in the garbage. And I'm probably going to take the garbage out next week. Oh, what is this cable to? Oh, WL mouse. Wait a second. Did I ship the Huan without the cable? Ooh, I hope. Okay, I sold it on Mouse Market. I hope. Oh. Alright, well, if she complains about not getting a cable, I will ship that to her. Yeah, a person named Michelle bought the Huan that I sold. Female. Good taste. Huan Celadon edition. If the Huan is for you, I think the Celadon is one of the coolest ones. It's better than the, like, cat ones that they have going on. I don't know, not cats, whatever anime thing they have going on. Some alcohol pads. Why don't we use those alcohol pads and real quick wipe down this super gross X3 while I have it out. Again, this is a Micro Center sticker. So I went clearance down to 80 bucks and then oh, it's dried out. Okay, alcohol prep pads are totally dried. Rip. Garbage. And this mouse we're gonna put off to the side for now. And then I will throw these in a baggie. Also, I don't know what to do. So when I mod mice, guys, that have, you know, the base charging dock, and I like take the batteries or the magnets out, I end up with, I have 6 charging docks here. This one actually is compatible with a GPX, which is actually nice. So you can charge your GPX with a dock. I don't know why Logitech doesn't sell a first party version, but I don't need any of those. If you guys want them, pay shipping and they're yours. I was gonna maybe list them for sale, but I really don't think they're like worth anything. Do I not have bags? There's a bag. Target. Ooh, this bag has holes in it. That's on hard mode. Logitech sells their power play instead of a dock, but they could also sell the dock, you know? Do people actually buy the power play mat? I wonder. Alright, so these PCBs, I will put them somewhere that I'm definitely going to forget to that. That's what those are for. Alright. The docks, I don't know. Maybe I just list them on eBay for like $5 plus shipping. I just feel bad throwing them out. Like, it's not, I mean, part of it's like a wastefulness. I don't like throwing things away, especially when they're like electronics. But then there's also a part of me out there who's like, maybe somebody would really want one of these. This is from Vine. This is legitimately a nice product. It allows you to use a dock for your GPX. And it has USB hubs on it too. Yeah, it's like actually a good product. I think they're like $15, $20 on Amazon, which is way too much for what it is, but... Okay. Is the PowerPlay mat resin? I don't think it is. Maybe they have a resin one. I'd rather have a dock if they sold thin slab that sat under your mat that charged your mouse. I'd be game. Yeah. All right. Sorry, that was gross. Why don't we... It's just, it's a long road ahead to disassemble all these mice, but I guess we got to get started somewhere. So why don't we take away this mat that should make the camera glare a little bit more manageable. Okay. Clean up my workspace a little bit just by brush everything onto the floor. That's what vacuums are for, right? Do any of you guys follow me on Twitter? What social medias do you guys use the most? I hate Twitter. Just to put that out there. Twitter's stupid. For me, it only exists for mouse news. And then I'll start like scrolling, finding mouse news, and then I'll find something that's like kind of funny. And I spend too much time watching a video that's funny, and then my Twitter algorithm is like, oh, you like that? We're gonna give you more and try to keep you on our platform. And I'm like, no. You exist only for mice. Even like Imager is like a doom scroll platform now. You know, after you upload something, there's like a ton of pictures below it now. Will you do mirror finish with high grit? No, it's too much effort. Definitely not. I'm too practically minded. I got a lot of mice to do. Like, Mike, if it was like... If I had like 2 mice to do, I would totally do that. Man, dude, this is the U Eden's nice. I gotta take off all the stupid dot skates too. Man. I wish I had like a big old wax paper to put the dot skates on. My new packaging tape, it's like super thin. So it's really hard to fold it in half to do my... Oh, it's so disappointing. This is so difficult now. Yeah, it's like damn near impossible now. The thicker tape I used to have was better. I don't really know where else. I guess I could just throw my dot skates in a bin. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, why don't we get started? Yeah. Only the glossy one, keep it in theme? Maybe. Not a terrible idea. No, this U Eden, I do really love this. I'm probably not going to get rid of this mouse. I follow you on Twitter, but I don't think Open Twitter. Probably haven't opened it this year. Nice. I keep an inventory label backing paper for skates. Smart. Yeah, I probably, you know what I could probably do? Is I probably could do like a bubble mailer, you know, that kind of bubble mailer plastic sheet would work nicely. I could even stick them to the outside of the mouse, especially on a glossy one like this, huh? I could. Now, I even thought about how am I going to store all of these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw the screws back in. I can talk a little bit about each mouse as I do it, too. So the U Eden S9 Max, I always forget the different U Eden lineups. The S9 Max, it's a Viper V3 Pro clone, obviously here, and they have really fun colors. They had revisions over time that the initial release was kind of like not the greatest Viper V3 Pro clone, and now after all the revisions it's actually pretty solid. It uses a larger dongle even though there's like dongle storage here, so I'm just going to be sanding this down so I can put like a large skate on the back of it. Now I'll probably continue using dots if I'm being honest. Main criticism about the U Edens is weight, but what they do really well is build quality. These are like really nicely built mice. My Armored Opticals on this feel splendid. A little bit on the heavier side, but I tuned them that way and I like it. I like it that way in this mouse. Just a really solid product. You can see big PCB. Oh, son of a gun, the connector came off. There we go. Let's make sure that still turns on. Yep, okay, still turns on. So what I'm gonna do for the screws here is, I was considering just throwing everything in a baggie, but then I would have a million baggies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remagnetize my screwdriver, and I'll put the screws partially back in like this. Definitely more time consuming than putting them in a baggie, but I don't really want to go use like 20 Ziploc baggies. Maybe I should, and I should just get over it. Uh-oh, well, I just got a message from a thing on eBay that was delivered today, so I wonder if Homie is having an issue. Crap. I really hope not. Once I do this screw, I will open up that message and see what Homie needs help with. Yeah, the parrot green, I mean, the level of gloss to this is just next level. It's really hard to describe. It's like, it's even glossier than a Zowie gloss. I like don't really know how to explain that. Oh, okay. Let me just see if I can. Yes. Okay. So, guy who bought the rocket, he bought a rocket. Can I show you guys this? Yeah. He bought this for me, a Rocket Burst Pro Air, and I desoldered like LEDs from it and a bunch of other stuff for weight reduction and did a battery swap. And I was obviously very transparent about everything, and I included all the original accessories so he could resolder them. He is asking, hey, I received the mouse and I'm satisfied. However, I want to reinstall the LED lights that you have desoldered. I'm curious if you have any suggestions on how to go about resoldering the LED lights. If not, I'd just like to know where each of the LEDs go on the board. If you have some pointers, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Let me see if I can think of this off the top of my head. The problem is I don't fully remember. I'll actually message him and be like, I'm live on YouTube right now. Hang on. YouTube right now. Modding some mice. LOL. YouTube.com/manphalanges/live. Let me look at the pictures and jog my memory. So how did we do this? You can see my Breeze V1 in the picture there. Shameless plug. Yeah, I know, right? Part of it is like if he wanted to hop in the stream and ask questions, he could follow along. Maybe I should have been more explicit with that. So I remember there's an LED for the scroll wheel. There was a tiny little daughterboard PCB with a single screw there, and then you can see the 5-pin connector below that. It looks like the 5-pin connector is labeled too. And then the LED off the back, I think it's just another 4-pin connector. I wonder if I have disassembly pics on Reddit. So there's the LED off the back. It's a 4-prong. And then the ribbon cable. It's like a gray ribbon, multi-pin ribbon cable for the daughter board. Yeah, see there's the, okay. I think that's it for the lights, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's go back to eBay and help this dude out. Okay, so there's an 4-pin LED goes to the rear of the mouse. I don't you might have to, so it's like 4 fingers like this, right? And it goes into the PCB, and you might have to turn on the mouse and flip it one side or the other to check. I don't remember orientation. You can turn on the RGB and touch the LED to those 4 pins. Testing each orientation. until it illuminates. The scroll wheel LED is a small PCB with a 5-pin ribbon cable. Piezogle. Oh my gosh, Piezogel Tech Power Up has disassembly pictures unmodified. Let me send him the link. Piezogle. Dude, Piezogle. I can't friggin'. I hit the caps. I really need a different keyboard, man. I used to be able to type so quickly on like my iPod Touch. It won't damage it because it's a diode. Yeah, that makes sense. That's how I've tested before. So Piezo. Oh wait, why am I searching Piezo? Tech Power Up Rocket Burst Pro Air. Okay. Unmodified pictures in this Tech Power Up review. Is eBay gonna let it send? It might, and didn't like that one message for whatever reason. Feel free to hop in YouTube chat and I can talk it through too. I'll be live for another hour or two. I really don't know how long I'll be live. You guys know me, I just kind of go in and out depending on what I feel like. Rakuten 15% cash back for USA, by the way. I think you guys are all international though, so use SwiftKey. That crap won't let you turn off autocorrect and suggestions. Yeah, I really liked SwiftKey for a little bit, and what I like is how it handles punctuation. I like the little cha-cha slide you can do for exclamation point and all that. Bro, I'm not... What do you have for suggestions, Mr. LKL? I am totally... Why do we have 13 viewers for this crap? Mr. LKL, I am totally open to... I think I learned I wanted to take off PCBs, right? Because I'm going to wet sand. Dude, I legitimately need to go back and rewatch my live stream because I talked about if I were to do base sanding again, what would I do differently? And I don't totally remember what I said. It's so funny. People will like ask me or Daz or other reviewers can relate to this. Like ask us about like, hey, how is this or that about this mouse? And it's like, oh, let me check. And you literally go back and watch your own video. Yeah, I can. Yeah, okay. Let me, hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to pause for a moment here. Let me just put these screws back in so it doesn't, so I don't forget about them. Yeah, I know. Well, let me go investigate, Lauren. My brother-in-law is taking apart an ice maker, and I need to go see if, it sounds like he wants some help. Lauren just came up here and told me. Anyway, yeah, I hope that... haven't tried others. Wait a second. Gboard. Okay, Gboard faster to type. Because I can turn off all suggestions. Okay, also, I'm kind of cringe and I like emoji suggestions. I can just type the word butterfly and then the butterfly emoji pops up. I don't know, I don't want to do like 2 clicks to go to an emoji library and then scroll. Let me just type the word that I'm thinking of, you know? Okay, so that is Ueden S9, whatever. That one's done. I will put the... I don't know how I'm going to do all this. Oh, I should take this guy too. Now, I'm probably going to have to sand down the buttons too. Because these are going to, like, stick out after the base is sanded. Shoot. That might be like a hot glue kind of a thing. I will just put them, I'll just put them loosely like, oh, I don't love that. But that's what I have to do for right now. I'll revisit it later. It doesn't have to be perfect. Phalanges, move on with your life. Okay. Shout out Pokemon music. You guys seen the new Pokemon? Wind and... Not Wind and Rain. Alright, that is not sticky tape on plastic. Okay, then. Winds and waves. Is that what they are? I know nothing other than it was posted to Twitter. Yeah, Gboard I gotta test out. Okay. I'll be back, maybe. Well, I will be back, but I'll let you guys know status in a second. Okay. Yes. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna take the stream down. I'll start the stream back up. I don't know, maybe in like an hour. I'm just gonna help the brother-in-law with some of the disassembly here of his ice maker, and then we'll get back to, I don't know. I'll probably reuse the same thumbnail. So, anywho, okay, yep. See you guys in a little bit.